This morning, the United States Air Force has initiated a large-scale redeployment. We'll be moving critical air assets from the McConnell Air Base in Cyprus up north past Greater Rockford, then landing at Tokyo International Airport, with one of the US carrier groups stationed just a few miles offshore. The convoy will include several 5th-generation fighters, bombers, and strategic command units, all supported by aerial refueling tankers for the trip. This was filmed weeks ago as a casual roleplay event and is not related to any real-life events. Take a look at this here. So this is our line of F-22s. What's that? 5 lined up there. We've got an F-15 behind them. A couple of B-1s over there. And then we've also got one of those Sentries. I can never remember the name of those things. Quirky looking aircraft with the spinning disc on the top there. We'll be flying in the C-17 Globemaster, essentially transporting. Thank you, sir. We've got another one just across there. Another F-22, it looks like, lining up. And then over there are the 2 tankers. They'll be essentially leading this entire convoy, I suppose you could call it, in the air. And we will most likely need to refuel midway through. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and let's go and close this as we get in. And we can close the ramp door as well. Beautiful. Right, so that's closing. We can go and get the engine started. Perfect. Right, that's the other C-17 over there. Got a couple of ground crew vehicles passing by. The tankers are starting, so they're going to head off first, and we're going to rendezvous with them once we're in the sky. So let's go ahead and start moving up here. That is, first tankers taking off now. They're the only 2 that are going to be taking off in this direction. The rest of us are going to be heading up there and, well, taking off in the opposite direction, but it gives them a bit of time to turn around in the sky. So we've got 3 B-1 Lancers at the front, another C-17 up there, and then we've got the line of fighter jets that will be joining us at the back. They're the last ones to take off, essentially, since they are the fastest, so they can quite easily catch up to the rest of us. But yeah, a lot of F-22s parked up over there. All right. Second tanker just taking off now. Taking plenty of time to get off the runway there. Alright, and look at this convoy we've got. I keep swerving off the center line. How hard is it to keep this plane centered? First 2 B-1 Lancers taking off. I presume they're going to use afterburners to actually get up in the air. We're going to slow down up here so we don't collide with them. Yeah, both of them taking off in synchronization. Look at that. You can kind of see the strobe lights of the aircraft already in the air. So we're going to catch up to them as soon as we get up. Yeah, we'll go ahead and taxi over to the far runway here. What's this? Runway 27 left. Take off from this runway there. All right. And yeah, go and join them in the sky in just a moment there. We're pretty much ready to go. So let's just throttle all the way up there and get this thing rolling. Right, beautiful. Wouldn't be surprised if that F-22 beat us into the air. Okay, so we're going to basically be going via... Let me pull this up. Beautiful. Basically going to be going to, or heading to Tokyo via Greater Rockford. So it's a fairly long journey. Landing gear are in. And I think we're matching them at an altitude of 1.2 thousand feet. Perfect. You can see the rest of the Escort up there, so we're not too far behind them. The rest of the fighter jet's just about to take off as well, so I'm guessing that's the C-17 and that's the other B-1 Lancer that just took off before us. But yeah, we're on the right path to meet up with them anyways. All right, I finally see everyone. You can see everyone over there. I think that's the other C-17, and yeah, that looks to be the rest of them. Now we're already... Well, I wouldn't say low on fuel, but we've probably used about 1/5 of our fuel already. So by the time we catch up to them, we will most likely need to already start thinking about refueling. 300 knots is the speed the tanker's going at. So if we match their speed, then I think we'll be good. Yeah, so that's around, what, 70%? 70% throttle. All right, pretty much. Cool, perfect. Right. We didn't use them as much fuel as I thought getting up to them. We managed to catch up quite quickly. But yeah, you can see the rest. We got most of the F-16 behind us. There's a E-3 Sentry up there, the reconnaissance aircraft. Another fighter, I'm guessing that is, doing some crazy maneuver over there. And then The other C-17 over there. Right. So we'll probably refuel when we're halfway down on fuel. We're passing by... that's Greater Rockford now. So we're going to keep heading straight this way a bit and then turn to our right and head up to Tokyo. So yeah, that's Southampton. I think it is down there. We're going to bank to the right a bit and essentially head up to Tokyo. We want to be pretty much directly facing north, which I think should be about right. All right, we're going to pull up, attempting mid-air refueling here. So let's just catch up to them. They're flying at 300 knots, but we do need to catch up. So we'll try and close in the speed gently so don't overrun. And then we will start with, we'll be the first one to air refuel. And essentially the probe is right above our cockpit. So we need to line that up. It's not bad actually, it's not bad. And there you go, you can see the fuel's going up. Look at that, that's actually pretty good. Honestly, the larger the plane, the easier it is to get this nicely lined up. So there you go, you can see the fuel's going up. Jeez, just got to keep it fairly close. Not bad actually, not bad. All right, let's go and pull away here. Make sure we've got no aircrafts behind us, in which we do have many. There we go. We have refueled successfully. That wasn't bad, actually. Again, I've flown this in an F-22, and it's so much harder. The smaller the plane, I think the harder it is to do mid-air refuelings. But with a large plane, very slow movement, so it's a lot easier in my opinion. B-1 Lancer, they're going to move in and attempt an air refueling next. And then we've got another tanker over there, and I think they're refueling the E3 Sentry. Look at this though. Crazy. Alright. Well, we are passing by Grindavag, I think, at the moment. Yeah, that's just to our left there. So, well, we're pretty much heading straight to Tokyo now. That's a US aircraft carrier down there. Not able to land at that. But we are approaching Tokyo at a pretty neat speed. Yeah, so we've got multiple runways we can use, which is ideal, especially if we've got the fighter jets landing. We can get them down pretty quickly. So there's two possible runways we can use. We'll essentially circle over the airport until all the fighters are down, and then it'll just be single file of the rest of us landing at the airport. We're pretty much leading the pack at the moment here, but we are going to have to circle around until all the fighters land. There's a lot of aircraft, so yeah, can just see Tokyo. Is that Tokyo? I think that's Tokyo down there. The airport is just down there to our left, although we're going to peel off to the right here. So you can see the first F-22s coming to land using both runways, which is nice there. We are going to circle around to our right here. Honestly, by the time we circle around, we probably will only need to circle once. By the time we actually turn around, hopefully, the runways will be clear. So yeah, we're just going to bank to the right here, along with the other C-17 there. Alright, all F-22s are down. They're all down, nice. So we're essentially just going to circle around and then we will be ready to land. We've got a couple of, how many are there? 4 of us in the air still. So we can basically just bring them down one by one. Nice and aggressive approach here. We're going to put the landing gear down as well there. Visibility is cleared up a lot as we've got below the clouds here. And we're lined up for the runway. Looks like the runway's all clear there. You can see one aircraft just taxiing off the runway now. Bit to the left. Pretty good approach. Honestly, better than I thought. Not too bad there. It is going to be pretty packed on the ground though. You can already see all of the lights from all the aircraft we've currently got. All the passenger gates are apparently all full as well. So we're going to have to just stack these aircrafts the best we can. Oh, it's going to be a lovely touchdown here. Watch this. Watch this. Yes. Nice. Not bad at all. Okay, kind of came down on the right side there a bit, but we're good. We've got plenty of room to slow down as well. Beautiful. All right, let's get off the runway quickly here before we get a B-1 flying into the back of us. And then just got to find out some area, probably over the cargo bay. There's a bit of room over there. Last of the B-1s just landed now, and they're just heading off behind me to get off the runway. In the distance, it looks like the other C-17 coming for yet another aggressive landing, aggressive approach there. Let's go and pull in there. Gate 22, cargo gate 22. All right, beautiful. Look at that. And then we've got all the F-22s stacked up over there. Waiting on maybe one more aircraft to land, but that is pretty much it. Let's slow down here. Beautiful. Right, engines off there. We're nicely stopped there. We've got a B1 parked right next to us here. I'm not sure we're actually going to fit everyone over here. We may need to... There definitely isn't room for a C-17 right there, so I'm not sure where they're going to park. I guess they could just stack them right behind us, maybe. Good morning there. Good morning. All right. Is that everyone down? I swear we're waiting on 1 or 2 more. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. Thank you. Welcome to Tokyo. So, look at this. Look at this. Entire US Air Force parked up over here. Oh, right. The C-3 Sentry is over there. You landed at the other runway to us. Fair enough. Fair enough, right? Well, we got to board the bus and head over to the base. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Just going to stand here. Beautiful. Right. Hope everyone had a nice flight. Got a whole escort here with airport police, which is quite nice. We'll head out of the airport premises and then transfer over to some US military vehicles and head off to the base. But what a sight. What a sight and what a journey that was.